Oh, this is absolutely delicious. It seems that the sacred cow holidays, especially the one I always like the best, is Memorial Day and Veterans Day, and for very good reasons. That's when people seems to go that extra mile for the so-called gold star people. But it doesn't take much to trick not only certain convenient locations, because rarely do they ask for ID, do they ever really question. My personal favorite was when I read this article, and I actually tried it before. It seems that an old man wearing a Donald Trump Make America Again hat and shirt in red letterings tricked a Chili's manager, and he pointed out to the real deal that that guy's fake. And even though the so-called real deal was able to produce a DD-214, his discharge papers, uh, and even former military ID, didn't take much for that manager to not only toss him out on his tush, but to literally take the word of a guy simply wearing a Donald Trump Make America Grand Again get up. And he believed him. That was the funny part. I mean, here you have an honest to goodness veteran. Honest to goodness. And what happens to him? He gets out on his keister. And the fake gets to eat on for free. You see, that's the whole game of it all. It's not to prove what can be done or not done. You trick them into doing it. And I've always been one of the special, courteous type. I don't make no demands. I've always got money on me. But this past Veterans Day, I got an extra special treat. I decided just before the election, I went to my favorite flea market where one of my good friends who sells hats and shirts was not quite sure Donald Trump was going to win. So he cuts his inventory literally way down. He was selling the hat and the shirt for $5. Well, normally they go for 25 a piece. And he felt that Donald Trump was going to lose, so he cut his inventory basically to cut his losses. Was selling that get up. So I decided, win, lose, or draw, to do the same thing. Get my Make America Great Again hat, my Make America Great Again shirt, and the usual, and go to my Veterans Day fun places to see if this would work. And it worked beautifully. Not one waitress, not one manager, basically not one anybody dared question the clothes I was wearing. In fact, say thank you for defending my freedom. That's what they said. And this story, when I first read it, it was unbelievable, but it was believable. It seems that because I'm white and bald, and I appeared to be conservative in every stretch of the word, it was no problem for them to not only punch my free ticket, but to thank me for something I never did. I never defended anything. I never went over to a foreign country to take lives. I never downed the comedy uniform to become somebody else's target practice. In fact, this time I had even less get up. Only thing I had was a simple shirt and a hat, a baseball cap with Make America Great, and a shirt that said the same thing, and I was still treated like royalty, as if I actually was a Gold Star member. You know, it's kind of funny. It doesn't take much to trick you people into this style. You're programmed to do this. I've been telling you that for a long time. I don't know how many people out there in all of America who think if you support Gold Star members, you're going to get rewarded in the end. Well, it could be people dressed in Donald Trump, Make America Great Again, get up, can be treated just as good as anyone with the DD-214s and their entire credentials, but just because somebody who's white can look right over and say he's a fake and get a manager to believe it and take away that guy's free lunch, that is ever more delicious. That is ever more funny.